This is how you change the wire on a Lincoln Electric 140 Pro MIG. I currently got steel wire in here because I was welding with gas, but I'm about to do some non-important welding, so I'm gonna use flux core. This is some flux core that I've already used before. So I'm gonna take off this spool. This, also you unscrew this and pop it like that, and that opens up, and then it quits pinching the wire. And then you can see there's two spots on this little die here. That spot over there is for that size of wire, which is 0.030. And then this part of the spool over here is for the bigger wire. That's a flux core, which is 0.035. So you'll want to unscrew this, flip that dial around, and push it back in when you use a flux core. As well as the tip of your welder, you need to, the tip of your welder, you need to take the tip off and get the 0.035 tip to put on there, because right now I've been using steel wire, so it's currently the 0.030 tip. So you need to make that change, and you need to make that change as well. And right now I'm going to cut the wire right here, undo this, save that spool of wire, and then I'm going to turn on my welder and pull the trigger and try to run some of this wire through, and then grab the end of it and just pull it out. So hopefully you guys can see this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the wire right here, hold this end of it, unscrew the spool, and holding the spool because it'll want to run on you. Take that off, see if I can place. Take the spool off, stick it through one of the holes on the spool right over here. If you can get in there, like so. Then I take some pliers, take it, and I bend it back really hard on itself, so that it ain't gonna go anywhere. We're going to turn on the welder and run some of this wiring through. We're gonna try to pull it out here. So. Okay, so pulling out that wire. What we're gonna do too, take off this tip and unscrew this tip as well. And we're gonna get the correct size, because this is 0.30. So we'll get the correct size for that. Get the correct size on there. Okay, money. So that part's good. Now we're gonna take this dial out like I was telling you. Take it off, flip it around. Don't drop it though. 0.035 is on that side. There's a little notch on there too. There it is. Boom. So now it's on the 0.35. So now we'll take this old flux core. I always have it feeding from the top side. Don't cross-thread it. I almost did. And you want it not too tight. You want to be able to move the spool. So then is what we're going to do is clip off some of this bent, nasty looking stuff. Then we're going to feed it through here. And into this little, the end, the little nipple part. push it in a ways. And then we're gonna lock this down. Put that back up there so it's pinched. I'm gonna tighten this down a little bit here. So now we have the new setup there. Everything's good. New tip, spool flipped around. This is tightened down. You only want to like, I usually only go to about just almost 3. So now, turn on your welder. I like to get it nice and straight like this. So there's no kinks in the line. And you keep running it through until it starts coming out the other end. Clean this up a little bit. And you're good to go. And adjust your settings accordingly.